It's 7 a.m. 6-year-old Connor is getting ready for his first day of school. His hands fumble with his socks while his mind races. What if the teacher's mean? What if I get yelled at? What if I'm alone? A buzzing fills his chest. He runs to the kitchen, searching for a hug, something to make it stop. But his mother is at the sink, holding his baby brother. She glances at Connor, then turns back to the baby. Connor freezes. He turns around, goes back upstairs, and paces his room alone, learning something without a single word being said. What happens to a child who learns this early that needing comfort makes them invisible? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a child sitting at the dinner table. Parents are on their phones, siblings are talking over each other. And this kid, they just learned something amazing at school. They're bursting to share it, but nobody asks, nobody looks up. So they stay quiet. And the next day, same thing. And the week after that. Eventually, their brain makes a decision. My voice doesn't matter. Psychologists call this emotional neglect, and it's silent. There's no yelling, no abuse, just absence. The absence of attention, validation, and connection. And that absence, it carves itself deep into a child's psychology. Here's what happens next. That ignored child grows up and becomes one of 3 types. Let's start with the invisible adult. These are the people who learned early that being quiet keeps them safe. They don't ask for help. They don't share their problems. You'll meet them at work, always helpful, never complaining. But inside, they're convinced that if they ask for anything, they'll be too much. Then there's the second type, the overachiever. This one's interesting. They didn't accept being invisible. They fought it. Straight A's, perfect jobs, always busy, always producing. Why? Because somewhere deep in their mind, they believe, maybe if I'm successful enough, someone will finally notice me. But the painful part? No matter how much they achieve, it never feels like enough, because the validation they're chasing isn't about success. And finally, the third type, the people pleaser. If you grew up ignored, you might have learned this survival trick. Make everyone else happy, and maybe they'll stay. So you say yes when you mean no. You apologize when you're not wrong. You sacrifice your peace to keep others comfortable. Because deep down, you're terrified that if you stop being useful, you'll become invisible again. Now, here's the thing. None of these types are broken. They're adapted. They found ways to survive a childhood that didn't give them what they needed. But survival strategies don't always help you thrive. The invisible adult struggles with intimacy. The overachiever burns out. The people pleaser loses themselves. And maybe, just maybe, you recognize yourself in one of these. If you do, here's what you need to know. That ignored child inside you, they're still waiting to be seen, to be heard, to matter. And the only person who can finally give them that is you. You have to notice yourself, validate yourself, choose yourself. Not because you've earned it, but because you always deserved it, even when nobody was paying attention. So which one are you? The invisible adult, the overachiever, or the people pleaser? Drop a comment. I want to know your story. And if this made you see yourself differently, hit subscribe